I wish I had a specific story for you here. A story about that one time I had decided to have a productive day and decided when waking up that I would just play 2 games of League of Legends first. And how I'd then go on to play just 1 more because I couldn't end with a loss. And then my parents told me it was time for lunch. And before getting started with my chores, I was just gonna play until 2 in the afternoon. And then 2 became 3 and 3 became 4. I wish I had a story to tell you about this, but I don't. Because all the days I had like this blend together. All the years where I spent hours daily on video games. And you know what the funny thing is? I saw myself as the productive guy. I was the hardworking guy, and people around me actually praised me for this. You know why they thought I was productive? Because they were even worse off. I would often spend the whole day being productive and then waste 6 hours straight in the evening on just gaming. 6 hours that could have been spent on something useful. But what did they do? They'd play even more video games, watch even more TV shows. And when they weren't, they were doing something else that was also completely useless, like smoking weed with friends or just wasting time scrolling social media. But anyways, now you might be thinking, alright, so you would have a productive day and then you would waste 6 hours on video games. Why is that waste? Why is that bad? Video games is fun. And here's the thing. Video games does not only consume so much time. It's also why you're not really happy in life. And now, before you click off the video and you think this dude doesn't know what he's talking about, yes, I do, damn it. Because I've been there. I spent years there. And you've heard people say it's bad for you, right? You've heard people say that you should go outside instead of sitting there all day. You've probably heard people say that it's ruining your mental health. But you don't believe them. And for good reason, honestly. Like, you don't feel like you're getting less happy by playing video games. It's a lot of fun. I mean, besides the video games, completely unrelated to it, you may be a wee bit depressed. But if anything, it feels like video games help you through that, right? You have so much fun while you're playing and you're talking to friends in Discord. Meanwhile, it's a lot of fun. It's like a social activity as well. And that's why it's so dangerous. Because it doesn't feel like it's connected to your happiness. But it is. The reason so many people are depressed nowadays is because of overstimulation. We have video games, we have social media, we have pornography, and they're all proven to release large amounts of dopamine. And here's the thing you don't know. These unnaturally high spikes in dopamine actually deplete your pool of dopamine. Your body doesn't have infinite amounts of dopamine to release because you're just not made to produce that much of it. So your overall dopamine levels in your body go down because you're basically out of dopamine. So now you have a low dopamine baseline in your body. And guess what effects this is shown to have? Depression and lack of motivation. So the video games themselves, I mean, they're actually a lot of fun, and the storylines in many of the games are so epic and interesting. Video games aren't making you sad, but the dopamine released from the video games, that's the problem. This combined with how much time is actually just deleted from your day, time that you could have spent on something productive, something that would have actually made you happy, should be more than enough reason for any reasonable person to quit today. Or at least try. You know what? I wish I had another story for you. I wish I had a story about how, while all my friends had shit habits, I was still productive, and I worked hard throughout my teenage years. I wish I had a story where those 6 hours every day were instead spent on reading self-improvement books, working out, and meditating and cold showering and challenging myself daily. Only spending 5 to 30 minutes on each of these things daily will change your life. I mean, where would I be right now if I had traded all the time spent on video games for time spent on either of these things? If I had traded time spent on leveling up in a game for time spent on leveling up in real life? But there's no reason to regret. No reason to wish for the past to be different, because no matter how much you want it, it's out of your control. And if something is out of your control, worrying about it is completely irrational. So what's in your control? Today is. Tomorrow. The day after that. Your whole future. So hopefully you know what to do, brother. If you are motivated and you're one of the few people who not only stayed this long in the video, but you're also ready to take action, I can help you if you're not sure where to start. Click the link in the description if you would like to talk to me for 30 minutes completely free, and I will give you my full attention and help you improve as much as possible. And after clicking the link, make sure you watch this video to improve even more today. And click here to subscribe. I'll talk to you soon, brother. Earn your sleep.